For our sample Career Day unit, we will be looking at video gaming. All the materials and recorded interviews for Career Unit are provided on our Career and Technical Education support site. When you select a Career Unit, all the documents for the unit, including the implementation guide, suggested lesson plan, and student workbook, can be found and downloaded from the Documents section. The implementation guide provides an overview of the Career Day series, roles and responsibilities for your school staff, and procedures for conducting the program. This guide is the same for all career units. A suggested lesson plan is provided for each unit. It presents an overview of the career unit with the lessons in the unit, how you can incorporate the unit into your existing curriculum, learning objectives, time requirements, and instructional materials. The student workbook provides worksheets to be completed by the students for each lesson. To start a lesson, simply click on its name. Here's a sample of a video that provides students with a brief overview of video gaming.
Everyone today seems to be playing video games. You can play them on your phone, tablet, computer. You can even play them in virtual reality. You can play a game offline, online, and with a group. What are the jobs people do to make a game? You start with a programmer, and maybe an app developer, a website developer, and someone to test the game. But there are many other jobs that people may not always think of. You need someone to make the graphics. You need to create and record the audio. You're going to need videos and animation. You need someone that understands social media to help you build your audience. You need to pay everyone working on the game, so you need someone to sell. You either sell the game or advertising on it. As you can see, developing and selling a game is a complex project, so you need a project manager. The project manager makes sure everyone understands their responsibilities, what tasks have to be completed, and the schedules to complete each task. Video games are not just for games. Yes, you can play a game like cards, chess, or solve a puzzle. But using the tools used to build a video game, you can also develop courses used in schools and businesses. They can be used by city planners to help design buildings, roads, and utilities before starting construction. They're used as a simulator to learn how to fly a plane. In sports, whenever you want to practice. It is used to create a travel experience. You can go to the bottom of the ocean or to outer space. There are so many places your imagination and video gaming can take you.
Another lesson included is a recorded interview with a career professional. The interview is divided into 2 to 4 minute segments. At the end of each segment, there are sample discussion points that the teacher can use to start a discussion with the class. Here is a sample interview with Nick Windham, a professional game developer. So you work with the programmers, the technical
I work
side?
with programmers, artists, sound designers, anybody that I need to get on board to get that project done. It's my job to basically either rope them in myself, have somebody do that for me, and then organize them. Mostly
Okay.
my part's the organizing.
So, I mean, this is not done in separate, although the people have different responsibilities, they have to be coordinated because when you get to certain parts, you have to bring them together.
Exactly. Like, have you ever seen programmer art?
No, tell me about programmer art.
As the name implies, it's art out of necessity. It's probably the best way I could phrase it. You have...
I do stick figures.
Perfect. All right. Programmer art, for example, is if I'm making a platformer game, let's just say that, okay, if you're imagining the bottom of my window here, this is all just like green. Okay, just bam, slap a square across the screen. It's just green. All right, I need a player. Let me just draw a rectangle that's red on top of that, and it could jump up and down. All right, it slides left and right. Perfect. Programmer art. So, coordinating at the same time, while my programmers are making this game, I'm usually trying to reach out to an artist to try and get some kind of a either demo model out, or if I've got a theme, try and get that first initial character in there. That way, we know what it looks like, the client knows what it looks like, and we have something to work with that isn't just a red rectangle.
So
For an example, at least.
Yes. So, okay, so you have the programmer who's making these little boxes jump around the screen.
Exactly. You have your programmer coding the levels in.
Okay, then you have somebody who is doing the characters.
Which will be your 2D design artist.
Then something tells me you just don't want them on a blank screen in the background, do you?
Nope, so you would need a level designer.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you also need some sound effects to go with it, if I'm not mistaken. Because a completely audio-free game is not a very great time either.
No, then so...
Oh, and you also need someone to make the music.
Yeah,
this is getting a little complicated, huh?
Yeah. So, the next type of lesson is a live interview with the job professional. For this segment, we did not use images of live students, but instead, the students used cartoon-like characters of their own choice. Here is Nick answering the question, how do you start developing a game?
Let's just say that I want to make a platformer game because I'm getting tired of, I don't know, Mario. Who knows?
Yeah.
And I want to make like a really updated version of Super Mario World, just to reference back to my Super Nintendo days. So I would sit down, figure out, okay, in order to make this game good, what is it going to take? And I would just write out a brainstorming document saying it's going to take this level of artwork, this level of sound work, these many levels. And the document I'm talking about is split between two different things. One is called a game concept document, which is where you basically have all your brainstorming. You're listing out different ideas, aspects, what the interface is going to look like, how people are going to move, controls, things like that. And the second document, which is the more technical side, is called a game design document. And that's where you go into the technical aspect of it needs exactly this many levels, the UI will look like this, the player will be able to do this, and you just continue going from there.